Hi everybody, Max Lucado here. Welcome to Making Room for Neighbors. You know, when Jesus was asked what the greatest commandment is, He said, you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And then He said, and the second one is this, you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. It's as if He's saying, you know you love God if you love your neighbor. Jesus talked about neighbors a lot. So we want to talk about neighbors too. We want to talk about being a good neighbor, about loving our neighbors, about the power of a great neighborhood. Boy, are you in the right place. And you're ready for the right teacher, I'm sure, Randy Frazee, to come in, who has dedicated much of his life to thinking about why neighbors matter and how Christians can be the best neighbors possible. Join me in welcoming my good friend, Randy Frazee.
Randy Frazee here. I want you to know that when a new neighbor moves into our neighborhood, Roseanne and I make up a warm batch of cookies and take it over to them and officially welcome them to the neighborhood. Well, I don't have a batch of cookies to give you at this time, but I do want to welcome you to the neighborhood. What you're about to begin today is a great 5-week experience that has the opportunity to change your life and to deepen your relationships. What's it called? Making Room for Neighbors. Roseanne and I and our children began this journey over 20 years ago, and I can tell you honestly, we have no regrets. It has done just that. It has changed our lives and deepened our relationships. So as you begin this journey, let me encourage you to enter it with a great sense of expectation for what God can do in your own life. And might I also encourage you to make a batch of warm cookies and take it over to another neighbor and invite them to enjoy and join you in this wonderful experience, Making Room for Neighbors.
Hello.
Enjoy. Roseanne and I moved into this neighborhood about 2 years ago. And for the first year, as we were getting set up, all we did was just walk the neighborhood, walk our dog, take a run, sit out in the front. But about 8 months ago, we started this neighborhood gathering, a simple idea of just gathering your neighbors together. As a matter of fact, the book of Proverbs says, better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. And we have certainly found that this gathering is just that. Just some people will be driving their car only because they're carrying a potluck. But many of them will be walking just from around the corner. It is a simple and a very life-giving idea that any one of you could be involved with. In just a few moments, I'm going to take a little journey into my neighbor's house, and we're going to gather. And what you're going to see as you hopefully can walk inside with us, kind of a fly on the walls, you're going to see a group of people who are just going to mingle. And eventually what we're going to do is come together in a circle, and we're going to have a simple word of prayer. And that word of prayer really invites Jesus into our gathering. It's very simple, it's very easy. And then we all break up and we have various tables throughout the house, and we share a meal together. And we laugh and we catch up, and we talk to the kids and we connect with each other. About 45 minutes to an hour into it, we're going to take a shift. Some of the kids will go upstairs and watch a movie. The rest of us will gather together in the living room, and there'll be maybe a worship song, maybe not, and we'll do a couple of things. The first thing we'll do is we'll read a passage out of the Bible. Right now we're reading through just the book of James, a chapter at a time. I think tonight's James chapter 3. And then after that, we take a little opportunity to share prayer requests for each other, as well as the neighbors nearby us, to make sure that we're simply offering up a word of prayer to them. And by the way, this is all being journaled. Someone's keeping a journal of our entire experience. Really simple idea, but pretty profound. And then at the very end, we talk about how we can serve the neighbors that are in need here, or even just outside of our neighborhood. Matter of fact, tonight we're talking about something we've decided as a neighborhood to just simply serve the homeless right in the hill country right around us. It's not really that hard. It's a really simple idea. It's shared leadership. It's easy. It's transferable. And it's something that I think that even you can do, something that would be pretty simple to pull off. And so as you take a look at that, you can evaluate for yourself a neighborhood gathering right in your apartment, a neighborhood gathering right in your own little cul-de-sac that could really change the world, one neighbor at a time.